A30 Hercules aircraft are equipped with the USDA Forest Service MOS-2, which is capable of dropping 3,000 gallons of water or a fire retardant in 6 seconds. MOS aircraft are activated to help out the USDA Forest Service tankers when wildfire activity is high.
You guys, we have the compressions on right up to the ground. Yeah, I would suspect that's been like that.
Why didn't it kick back on?
Let's go check like that last time.
Oh, of course you can. This is the modular airborne firefighting system. This is the MAFS unit. So you have the reservoir right here, which is the 3,000 gallon reservoir for the retardant that we actually drop, which comes out through this S duct here, which goes through the dissemination tube on the outside of the airplane, which is operated by a funnel controlled by these hydraulics right here. Essentially all the arming and servicing happens from right back here, as well as arming the system in flight for the actual drop is all done by the two loadmasters sitting right here. So it gives you just kind of a rundown with 2,950 gallons of water on board right now. We need to get some air. We need to recharge our hydraulics, which is letting us know the reservoir pressure is low and the hydraulic pressure is also low, and that the compressors, in fact, the compressor are off. And that's it in a nutshell. It's one big contained unit that just fits inside the airplane with additional tie-down chains that we use in addition to the restraint rails that are provided on the airplane. And we assemble the parachute door plug, which is where the vent tube, which is this that comes out. This just allows pressure equalization within the system. And then we install the door plug and then install the S duct on the outside of the airplane, which you can see. Yeah, myself and Master Sergeant Scarban, we're actually going through instructor upgrade this year, so this year we'll be qualified as instructors on the system. And so yeah, we'll, along with our training is to get certified as instructors, we're also going to be training the new guys that are going to be coming through and operating the system as well. Pretty sweet. It was a lot cooler with the legacy system from a loadmaster's perspective, because you could sit on the ramp in between the tubes as it went out. You know, your view is greatly obstructed now because we don't have to have anything open in the back of the airplane. But as far as the flexibility and the capabilities of this system as to what it's designed to do in comparison to the legacy system is hands down a better system. It allows us to make multiple racetracks and drop on the same fire in different spots using different levels of actual water retardant that we actually drop. We don't have to do it in one shot. It arms with one push of a button, it disarms with one push of a button. And the idea with this system is that we can land at a remote tanker base that only has retardant for us to service with. We don't need air because this system now has air compressors on it. So we can actually compress the air, land at maybe an outlying airfield somewhere that doesn't have to be a huge tanker base that could just get us retardant. And we have all our own air, and then we can go right back onto a fire without having to go back to one tanker base every time.
Compressor for actually filling up the high pressure air tanks, the low pressure air tank for the new MAFS-2 tanking system. Yeah, once we actually get it started, we'll go ahead and just pressurize it first thing, and then that way we can do put the water in the tank and then do the pressurization tests before General Jacoby gets here.
64, 72.
Okay. The red material we use is a mixture of ammonium phosphate and water. Not sure the exact contents of each. It's used to slow the fire down. It doesn't actually extinguish it, but it is a retardant. We load about 3,000 gallons into the aircraft. And before it reaches the aircraft, it's mixed either a powder form with the water or a liquid form with water. And then it's pumped into the aircraft through fire hoses, as you see out here.
Light on top of that panel, and that's going to let you know that it's armed, and it'll start flashing really, really, really bright. And then it will go ahead and you may get a countdown from them, and then it'll just.
Various wildfire agencies, CAL FIRE, and 4 military MOFs wings convened in Sacramento for an annual MOFs recertification and training. MOF stands for Modular Airborne Firefighting Systems. Local media was invited to a photo, video, and interview opportunity. They got to take a look inside the MOFs aircraft while the aircrew refueled and refilled the water tanks.
Loadmasters is we sit right back here, these two seats, and basically we are in charge of maintaining the pattern that the system's going to be pushing the water out in, and also a second observer for emergency situations, for emergency dump of water. We maintain the system back here. The pilots sit up front, they fly the aircraft, they fly to the location, they determine what the drop's going to be with the navigator and the lead plane, and their job is strictly flying the aircraft.
That's all kind of on us as far as visuals. Make sure we'll get kind of target fixation, start to turn slow if I have to mistake. So we do have to take the weather.
C-130 Hercules aircraft are equipped with the USDA Forest Service MOS-2, which is capable of dropping 3,000 gallons of water or a fire retardant in 6 seconds. MOS aircraft are activated to help out the USDA Forest Service tankers when wildfire activity is high.
It's going to be a water drop, but I'm not sure what their heading's going to be. And it's going to be right near here. And the missions that we use the National Guard will be when we declare a fire, pretty much a disaster, and we don't have enough equipment to help support the fire, and that's when the National Guard comes in and supports us in extinguishing the fire.
So this is my third time doing MAFs, and it's always fun. The best part of the entire training for public affairs is to get out in the field and take pictures. And that's what we're doing today. We're in the Tahoe National Forest, and no cell service, kind of in the middle of nowhere. Not a lot of homes or residences around here, but we are camped out trying to get photos of C-130s. When you're out here all day long, seeing the drops and seeing the runs, you can kind of see, oh wow, that was a really good target right there, or oh, that plane was a little high, a little further behind. It's definitely not easy. You can tell that from the ground that what they're doing is very challenging.